Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Colorful Convo.
What up? What up? What up?
What up, though? What up, family? Y'all can be called family now, since we done this. Since we done this episode 8 times. 8 means family.
8 means family.
I got 8 brothers. I got 5 brothers and 2 sisters, so 8 means family.
Anisi, are you coming to join us for Uncut? Because I believe we have something special planned for tonight.
Hey, now is we gonna do the? Oh, she gonna come to Uncut?
Yeah, we got something special planned for Uncut.
I ain't being hated.
And we cutting up and Uncut today too, man.
We are.
I ain't being hated no more. I ain't being hated.
When have you ever behaved?
Last week, and Nisi had us reading scriptures before we started.
You won't lie on my aunt like that because she was definitely not reading scriptures.
In the name of hallelujah.
He was quoting stuff, but I don't think it was scriptures.
Right. I need something out of a whole professional book.
Well, you guys know, if you guys want to participate in the Uncut, let me put the link up there for you guys really quick. Let me see.
We really gonna get into today's topic in that.
Well, yeah, what's today?
Yeah, before we get into that, hold on, let me
Oh, look at that. It looks like I'm you see that? You see that? It looks like I ain't drinking nothing. Then all of a sudden, magic.
Yeah, see what we got to have to deal with.
Oh man. My man crazy, man.
Look, it looks like I'm and then it's like my cloaking device came off.
Your what?
Man, don't pay that man no attention, man.
You've never seen cloaking like Harry Potter?
Don't pay that man no attention.
No, I've never watched those movies.
You've never seen Harry
Don't
Potter?
pay that man no attention, man.
Have you ever seen Star Wars?
No.
Have you ever seen Star Trek?
Man, we don't want to hear about no Star Trek, Star Wars, none of that.
You know what? I'm sorry, Polo. Just keep it. If it's not real, it's not right.
Right.
Okay, so down below, you guys, is the link to the Patreon for Colorful Convo. Just go on there, and as soon as we leave here, we'll be going across the street to let loose on the Uncut version. So let's get into today's topic. So the beginning topic, we gonna see how the fellas feel about this. I know how I feel about it. Okay, so let me get this video for y'all, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this video right here.
Can y'all get y'all support? Yes, you go, girl.
We got you.
You got it, girl.
Do you think?
Oh, so sweet.
I'm talking about. All right, tell him back on.
He said yes.
Man, tell him music back on. Get that music. DJ.
Okay, so if you don't see what had happened was,
what happened?
Neck, and then he pulled her up.
He said, "Get up."
Right. He was about to get some neck, and he stopped her. Good job, man.
Okay, I'm gonna go first because under no circumstances could I ever see myself proposing to a man.
I'm gonna tell you this. My last little relationship, we were heavy on doing our own thing. We wasn't doing traditional roles.
Mm-hmm.
So me personally, that would not work for me. But I can see people now looking at things in a different way. But no, me personally, I wouldn't want my wife to propose to me. I want to propose to my wife.
That's how I feel. I feel like the men want that moment. Like women have so many moments. They've claimed so many moments and days and events. Like the man can't have nothing. Go ahead, Mark. We see you got a lot to let loose.
No,
What you got to say?
I'm kind of with Polo on this. I'm split. If it works for you, I think the problem is one, here's the thing, and to me, it's the history that goes into being engaged and stuff like this. Being engaged and getting proposed to comes from the pressure that the Jewish people put on the significance of diamonds to make diamonds popular. So they changed that. If you go back to biblical ways, the father gave the parents the virgin dowry and stuff. They had to come with gifts and stuff. So the thing is, the issue is that what has changed in the Western world, it really kind of was like that back in the day.
Nigga, would you want a lady to propose to you?
If she drop in some carrots.
I don't know, man. I just think that there's a lot of things that's already demasculating a man anyway. So I think we kind of got to hold on to whatever our things are.
Man,
That's what I'm saying.
If you put 3 carats on my hand, knowing what 3 carats is worth, and I wear a size 13 ring, go ahead.
But that still can be done. But I just don't see me getting on one knee for no man. Like,
okay, get on 2 knees.
But see, I think what you're saying is a little bit more. Like you said, you can't see it. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, in my last little relationship, she was like real big on that. We were creating our own thing, and it was kind of cool. But then I had to question it because sometimes I'd be like, hold on. When it came to take out the trash and stuff like that, I'm like, I thought we weren't doing no, you know what I'm saying, no traditional man roles. Or when it comes to you need to have your gas pump. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna ride all the way to E until you get to, you know what I'm saying, to the gas station when I'm in there. Then it's a different story. But that's something that I don't mind doing anyway because as a man, I just think there's just certain things that's how I was raised.
I'm
I
gonna
still
say
open doors
this.
for ladies and all that.
I'm gonna say this. I feel like I'm not going to judge anybody for their relationship and how they get down in their relationship and stuff like that. However, I think that it's confusing for men when women come in and say we want different, but then you pick and choose the things you want to be different in. Like if you're gonna be different all the way around, or like you know what I mean. Like don't expect, oh, I'm this independent person and I do everything on my own and I don't need a nigga for this, and this. But you want a man to provide. You want a man to be a gentleman. You want a man to do all these things. It's like, which one do you want? You can't have it both ways. You confusing these men and they just gonna say to hell with it and move on to the next chick.
You know what's really funny? Because I think on the cusp of Michael B. Jordan and what's the old buddy's name?
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
You do from Creed. What's his name? Michael B. Jordan and
I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about though.
Jonathan Majors. So
the black man, right?
The 2 black men, they took a photo and they took this photo and everybody's talking about, oh, they might be sweet and they might be doing this all up. So the problem is this, and this is why I say I don't think I have a problem with it or whatever, because I think we have toxically identified masculinity to the point to where something like being proposed to diminishes your masculinity, or taking out the trash defines your masculinity. So I think the problem is, I think our society has skewed and blurred and erased the lines to the point where damn near anything goes and everything doesn't go.
Man, I feel like it does demasculate you. You go like that way.
All right, Polo, here's this. There is a video circulating on social media saying that men can't sleep on their stomachs. Have y'all seen that video?
Well, that's some bullshit. I mean, my fault.
And then men can't eat bananas.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Have a chili dog. Like, y'all going overboard.
Right, and so that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of stuff happens because,
what they call them, glizzies.
Right. You can't, like, for example.
That's funny, though.
I had a book. I was writing a book of, like, as a man, things you can't do. Like, if my homeboy is sleeping at my house and he cold, I can get a cover for him, but I can't put the cover on him. Or if he want a hot dog, I can get it off the grill, but I can't put nothing on it. If he had a shirt on, I could compliment the shirt, but I can't compliment him. I think toxic masculinity has made us do a lot of stuff that perpetuates toxic masculinity, and it paralyzes us to being accepting of. Here's the thing, and I'm saying this from
I agree with you. I think a lot of these new rules are stupid as hell.
Right, but so here's the thing. I'm using all that to bring. If your life proposes to you, why the fuck? Why the flagrancy not?
No,
I'm just old school. I'm
old school in that area. No, I'm cool. I want to choose my wife, and I want to propose to him when I'm ready to get married.
And I believe in not letting a man be a man, because a man is a man. Respecting his manhood.
You're not even ready to get married, or you might not even think that she.
So wait, here's another question. So since you want to drop that bomb, what if you propose to her and she not ready to get married?
That's why a man chooses his wife, and she has the choice to see if that's what she wants to do or not.
And a woman can choose her husband, and he has the choice not to be ready too.
Nah, I wasn't raised like that.
Okay, okay. Here we go. Watch this, because this is the subject within the subject. Because there are men who say, "Look, I want you to be my woman," and then a woman says no. He chose. He made the choice. He put himself vulnerable. He went out and got the ring and all of that. So he's now doing exactly what we want a man to do, and he still get turned down. So tell me where's the.
But at that point in your relationship, y'all should have had these talks already, preparing for marriage.
And so she should have had that talk too with him, like, I'm ready to get married to you. I'm ready to.
So obviously they didn't have that talk because he was told her to get up. So obviously they didn't even have that talk.
No, I think what I really believe
he looked embarrassed. Let's just be real. Let's play it back real quick. Let's play it back real quick, because that nigga looked embarrassed.
He knew he was gonna have this conversation. That's what he knew.
Let's play this video back real quick for the people that's coming in, and welcome everybody.
Can I get y'all support? Yes, you go, girl.
We got you.
You got it, girl.
What do you think?
Oh, so sweet.
What I'm talking about. All right, turn it back on.
He said yes.
He said get up 3 times and told them to turn that music back on.
Right, but here's the thing. I think this is the biggest part of me. I think because of society, men will do things to please society versus please their companion.
Nah, bro. That's just a man that's being a man right there, man. And you can't sit there trying to
Okay,
That's
so
a man being a man right there. I congratulate him.
I'm about to bring in the touchy subject. So in the same-sex marriages, who's the man?
That's I don't know because I don't play that in that ball game, so I can't tell you how they even they going.
It has nothing to do with man.
They choose that role within the relationship. We can never say that.
So we can never. So if you choose the role to be more masculine or dominant or whatever, it's not a role. It's a overwhelming force.
And you can see in that relationship that she is not the masculine one.
Well, we can see in the relationship that no matter what, I don't think he was ready to marry her, even if he got down on his knee.
Well, you can't say that. You can't go that far. We don't know them. Because obviously he's with her. You know what I'm saying? So it's not I wasn't saying like
it's just a man being a man, Mark. That's all that is, man.
There's no such thing as a man being a man. That's like saying
a man being a man, Mark.
That's like saying men who cheat. That's a man being a man too. That I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. That I don't think that you can say that's a man following tradition. That's a man who has an image, who's trying to have an image. But right now, I promise you, if the woman of my dreams got down on her knee and proposed to me, and I would say yes, because I understand what it takes getting down on her knee. I understand the vulnerability of saying to the world, I'm ready. I don't think it has anything to do with masculinity or tradition. I think it has to do with vulnerability and love. But that's me.
I mean, I can see when you put it that way. I mean, yes, but no. I mean, personally, in my household, how this is gonna run, I'm gonna do that. And to each his own.
Right. But
ask some people in the background if they subscribe to ColorFullConvo. Shit.
So here's the point I'm saying, Polo, and this is what I think has happened. We have perpetuated a masculine belief or a masculine image that matter of fact, behind the Jonathan Major and the Michael B. Jordan thing is there's a whole issue that men we have put so much toxicity into masculinity that men don't say, hey man, I love you, man. What up, bro? Let's grab, let's hang out together. Bros don't do what we see women do.
I think those are for men that is on the fence. When you don't have a man that's on the fence and a man that's on his, that knows who he is, that's those type of things don't even find like phase him. You know what I mean? Those are the people that are, have questions about where they are. So at the end of the day, when you're saying a man being a man, I just feel like there's certain roles that a man should do. When I grew up as a man, these are the things that I see a man do. And because those are the things, this is how I raise my family. Like, and I don't care what society is. Huh?
What's a man role?
A man's role is to be in the house, to protect, and to be the finance of that household.
Word. So, TheeEnicole, you a man?
I'm not no damn man.
Wait, no. According to the roles, you a man. Am I right or wrong?
No.
Do you see what I'm saying? It can't be no roles if I don't. I think that's what we have put image we have put out there. I think I believe that.
I think he just proved why single mothers have it so hard, though.
Hey, let me ask you this: Would you let your woman cut the grass?
Yes, sir.
You'll let your woman pump the gas?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, so we just different.
Yeah, because that's not cool. Like, I'm not finna be in the car with a man and I'm pumping the gas.
But you finna be in the car by yourself pumping the gas.
That's two different situations.
It's not. If you ask me to pump the gas, I'll pump the gas. If you want to pump the gas, pump the gas.
As a man, you seem have to ask.
Why, as a man, should I have to? Why does my gender have anything to do with being asked to do something that somebody's totally capable of?
It's about how you feel about the person. If that is that man's woman, he don't want her pumping the gas. He want
Okay, so okay. Here, now watch this. Now I'm about to reverse the roles, and I'm gonna switch it up. As a man, I want to wash the clothes and cook the dinner and clean the house. So as a woman, she don't have to come home to a dirty house. Does that make me less of a man?
We didn't say that. You always taking apples and oranges, and you want to put them.
I'm saying there's scope.
Nah, man, stick to the script. Stick to the script. You try to use these metaphors, they be far off, man. We talking about.
What I'm saying is, if pumping gas is masculine, is cooking and cleaning feminine?
Didn't say it was masculine. What he said was if he's with his woman and they go to the gas station, he's pumping the gas. He didn't say I'm doing this because this is a masculine trait. He said I'm the man, that's my woman, and I'm not gonna let her pump the gas.
So he is indirectly he is saying this is because it is a masculine, manly thing.
No, it is something you do for the person that you care about.
So is asking them to do something for you.
So you wouldn't warm up your woman's car when like if it snow out there, you wouldn't go out there and warm your woman's car or go get it off, and she know she gotta be at work, even though you gotta be at work too. Man, we different.
Did you say no?
Not unless she asked me to.
Yeah, we way different, man. How old are you?
I'm 46.
Dang, I don't know. We came out of the same kind of era, and I don't see how we can do that far off.
Because the other part is that there's the dissipation of and dismissal of gender of roles, and say everybody does everything. I do it if you want me to, but I don't do it if you don't want me to.
So they just gotta beg you for everything.
It's not beg. You can ask me, hey, can you?
But they gotta ask you everything, so that in turns to begging, because they gotta ask you for every single little thing. You don't do nothing because you want to. What? Okay, so let me take it back. Let me ask this: what do you do when you care about somebody?
You use a lot of women like that, because a lot of men will fulfill their needs.
It's not and the problem is it's not a need. The problem is you know what I hear a lot of is I need a man to do this.
That makes a woman feel secure. That makes
what's going on?
That makes a woman feel like that man got her.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because my cousin in the building. Cuz, do you pump your woman gas for you, or should she pump the gas by herself? Tell me that. Hey, D Goddess.
I think the problem is we put stuff into roles that don't exist. We put a lot of so that means in your household, your woman
they do exist.
I just don't disagree. I don't agree with roles.
Okay, so let me say this because I don't think that we said anything is a particular role. It's just my cousin said. If I'm with her, I got her. She by herself. I can't help you, right? So we know if we in the car by ourselves, yeah, I'm gonna pump the gas. But if he with me, he got me. Like even my male cousins pump the gas for me. Like they be like, "Nah, cousin, I got it."
But here's the thing: I don't.
You'll let your woman shovel the driveway?
Yes, I will.
Man, you crazy, sir.
Y'all say this. The other part is I live in the South where women do this. I see women cut grass. I've seen the thing is this. I've seen independent women who do that stuff. Yeah, I think the problem is that
she does it, but she would prefer a man to be able to have that trait.
Tia, do you pump your woman gas for her, or do she have to pump it herself? Also, I want to ask the men in the chat. Matter of fact, it's a few more people, and let me run this video back and show you guys what we're actually discussing. Let me pull this video up.
Can y'all get y'all support? Yes, you go, girl. You got it, girl.
What you think?
Oh, so sweet.
What I'm talking about. All right, turn it back on.
So in this video, this lady got on her knees and proposed to her man. He told her to get up 3 times and told the DJ to run it back and get the music going. And we want to know, how would y'all feel if a woman proposed to you? Is it cool, or is that something that a man should do or want to do?
All right.
Mark feel like let the woman propose. Polo feel like it's the man's role.
I say let whoever propose. I don't have a man or a woman. I say whoever.
Brian said, "Yikes!" Say Brian.
Yeah, I don't. The problem is I'm more neutral than anything. If your heart leads you to do it, do it.
Unacceptable for her to do any male duties while I'm present. I will make sure her gas is good on a daily basis. That's what I'm talking about.
What's up. There you go. That's what's up.
That's a man being a man. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, man. This new generation shit.
Okay.
I just don't agree with it, man. Man being a man.
So studs who do that, that's a stud being a man.
I don't care. I mean, I don't play in that area. You keep saying this stuff, but I don't play in that area. All I'm saying is, as a me, a man is gonna be a man.
But it's kind of not a thing though, because we are here talking about the man and the woman, and I feel like you be trying to deflect and prove your point by bringing the apples into the oranges, and that have nothing to do with it.
Because there's no more apples and oranges. It's all fruit.
Nah, man. We talking about apples, man. We ain't talking about no damn.
Talking about apples no more. We
talking about men and women. We talking about women proposing to a man. Okay, we understand that in this climate that we live in, there are many envelopes to fall in. We understand. We respect it. However, most times than not, the studs that I know, they do the man role. They gonna take the trash out. They gonna pump the gas. They gonna do the man stuff.
And I think what has happened is I think we have put ourselves in roles and standards and all of these things when it's really the trash need to be taken out. I don't care who take it out. The gas need to be pumped. It don't matter who pumping it. I think the problem is we weaken relationships. We compromise relationships when we try to make some things happen the way you got to do this or your gender is compromised. I don't agree with it. And
okay, let me see what Brian say. Let's see what Brian say, because he be having profound answers. My answer to that is do whatever floats your boat. Now, because the way we grew up, that would be totally unacceptable, especially if you are my woman. Now, if she sprung this on me as a surprise, I would say yes to not embarrass her. But once we got home, we would definitely talk about it. And D says, I have had complete strangers who are men pump gas for me. Exactly. Now, let me say this for me, right? For me, stuff like taking out the trash and pumping the gas, it's not a thing that would make me have an attitude like, I gotta take the trash out. No. However, I feel like in a relationship, when you with a man and he does those things for them, those are acts of love. He's doing these things out of love. It's not about, oh, you gotta pump my gas because you're in the car. No, he wants to do that because that's your man.
I got a question, because I feel loved if she pumped the gas.
Oh my God. TLP says, as for the proposal, it's the male duty because of what it signifies. For a male, it's the only reason a man should ever be on his knees.
I disagree with that part, but okay. Again, I just think it's one of those things is I think as we get older and our society progresses, we have to start erasing some of the taglines that go to roles, and we have to be I think you have to do what works for you, but I don't think it's across the board for society.
Brian says, I'm with Mark on this one. If a couple wants to be rooted in traditional values, it should be established from jump. But I personally see it individual to the relationship. And that's what I had said. That's what I said earlier, Brian. Like, I'm not going to judge nobody else's relationship. Y'all do whatever y'all want to do. But for me in my house, I will be being proposed to. Again, because I already been proposed to. But I'm not proposing to no man.
I think that to me, here's the thing I think if your heart overwhelms you and you want to marry that person and you do it, I would not think less of you. And that's the point I'm saying.
Less of myself.
not if your heart compels. I don't think if your heart compels you to do that, I don't think you would.
I think my heart knows me and she won't compel me to do that shit.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't want to be a single father. My heart compelled me to do that shit.
There you go with that. I was in Oranges.
Because I'm saying there's things I didn't think I would want to do. When I was growing up, I didn't want to have kids and not be married to their mother.
Same, so, yeah. But, situations rise, but that's not about your heart compelling. That's about handling your responsibility.
No, because there's a lot of dudes whose heart compelled them. It's like, man, F that. Here's some abortion money. So the reason why I'm saying,
oh man, see where you go again, trying to.
I'm telling you, it's a lot of dudes out there who ain't taking care of their kids.
No, that's not. That's absolutely not the same thing.
It is. If your heart compel you, say, I'm gonna do what's right, even though it ain't the right way I wanted to do it. I think that has a lot to do with it.
But no, raising your kids is your responsibility because you brought kids into this world. Proposing to somebody is not a responsibility.
Man, yeah, man. He's just trying to stop it, man. Stop. You just stick to what we were talking about.
TLP says, when a man leaves his parents and commits to his woman, it's showed by dropping on one knee. End of story. That's how I feel about it.
Right, but if he drops on two knees,
I don't know what you want me to say to that. Like, I mean, I think we got one woman in the chat, and D, how do you feel about it? How you feel about the woman proposing? Because I could never. He said that's begging when you drop the two knees.
Oh, okay.
Brian says, I think Mark's point on the kids is better rooted in a conversation on stepchildren. Exactly. I can go with that because that would be your heart moving you, not your own damn kids. That's your responsibility. Now, whether you decide to handle your responsibilities appropriately, that ain't got nothing to do with your heart compelling you. Because if you don't handle your responsibilities, you're just a shitty person, male and female.
Yeah. So we have a lot of shitty people out here who don't want people to propose to them, and
I want to be proposed to. Okay, girl, because what?
I wouldn't mind being proposed to too. I'm with that.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't mind getting 3 months worth of your salary on my finger, knowing you here. Y'all, women say this, but the kind of investment, I think they both should have to propose to each other at the same time. That's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure, especially if she say no or she leave you and don't get a ring back. I'm just saying.
But she don't have to get a ring back, according to court.
See, that's why I'm with. That's why.
Or do she? Because on Judge Judy, I think you do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, that's
I think Judge Judy make you get a ring back.
Buy a $26,000 ring and don't get it back.
What they say that is though, it's a gift. A gift.
It's actually
depending on it's a gift conditional of a promise. Ain't that what they call it?
It's a contractual gift. So technically. So
I think the dude in the video just didn't want to marry her.
That's what I said.
But I'm a little torn right there because obviously he not embarrassed to be with her because that's his girl or whatever.
but
it was something. It was definitely something there.
I don't think he wanted to be with. Here's the thing, because let's just say this: if it would have been some super fine chick, model, body right and everything, I think.
Wait a minute. Now we going to the body.
No, I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying if it would have been something like a woman who was like Megan Good proposal to him, I think you would have said yeah.
Oh my God! So we're body shaming.
No, we're saying some things look better on camera than others.
That is messed up. Brian says, I think there are a lot of specific stipulations on a man and woman's place in relationships that I think are rooted in superficial details. I would agree with that. Because I'm not the type of woman who cares. Like I said, I don't care about who take the garbage out. I don't care about who cooked the food. Like whatever works for us works for us. But that one thing, that proposal thing, like
that couldn't work for you. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a real for real question. And I want you to not be if you knew that this was the man you love and you knew you wanted to spend the rest of your life, maybe not on camera, maybe not you telling me you wouldn't say, hey babe, would you marry me? You telling me you wouldn't do that.
I mean, girls ask that question all the time, but not in proposal form. We need to talk about it. We definitely need to see where our trajectory of this relationship is. We definitely need to have a conversation. That's why I said they couldn't have possibly had that conversation.
Not at all, because then there's no way that a man could. If they talk about marriage, he's gonna marry her when he feel like that's his time to be married. He's not gonna sit there. She could be proposing to him, and he's like, man, we haven't even talked about marriage.
Look, Brian said what we saying right now. They appear to clearly be on two different pages on where they were in their relationship. This was them both getting surprised.
Right. But the problem is this, and here's the other problem to that. And I think this be happening to a lot of brothers too. They be getting on that knee and the girl be like, ooh.
They couldn't have possibly had that conversation, you know. I think that you're definitely supposed to have those in-depth conversations before you publicly proclaim.
But I think I think the problem is to this is there's sometimes you read the conversation right. I think maybe she read this conversation.
At that point, that proposal, y'all supposed to have that conversation multiple times and been on the same page. I can't go with that. Hold on, yo guys. My daughter need me real quick. Can one of y'all read this comment and I'll be right back?
We can read for ourselves. I think it would be a conversation about
my fault.
Where they were in a relationship and about how they both feel about marriage as being a part of their future as a couple before there was a proposal. I think that conversation happened. I think that conversation happens. I think that surprise again, this is to me there I've seen it happen to men who they've been with the woman for years, and I think it has something to do with that. That's the part. How you surprise them, the ring you. My oldest daughter's mother, and this is being transparent.
Sorry, you guys, I'm back.
My oldest daughter's mother, I proposed to her, but I thought I was going to be different. I bought her a 2-carat emerald and 1 carat of diamonds all around it. She was like, "No, I want diamonds," and I'm like, "Oh well, then I don't want to marry you."
You bought her a what?
2-carat emerald and 1 carat of diamonds all around it, and she said no because she wanted diamonds. And the truth is, I think traditionally we have gotten into this place where it's supposed to be this way, and we've stopped realizing it's a gift from the man's heart. I think
that is totally different and totally crazy.
What I'm saying is we had the conversations, but because of the gift, she said no. I think a lot of times
that was fucked up.
Hey, look, I'm happy now. But I think the thing is, I think
you made the right decision about not marrying her.
Because what? Okay, D says you asked him if he wants to get married. She could have been doing it to put the pressure on him. And
right,
I definitely think some women do that. They out of pocket.
Yeah. But you gotta the other thing is the other problem is this, and this is the truth.
Hey, you guys, make sure y'all come to Uncut because my sister is a special guest tonight, and we gonna be talking about a whole different, nice, freaky situation.
Whoa, freaky.
Mm-hmm. Let me not distract Mark right now. What you was saying?
I was saying that ring is a sign of getting freaky. No.
Let me put the link back up here.
I've seen a lot of women propose to men and they go good. I mean, so the thing is, it's an individual. Nodal.
You proposing to a man?
Hey, you trip. You ain't seen a lot of women proposing to man.
Yes, I have. Social media is full of women proposing to men.
Sis, you proposing to a man?
I mean,
my sentiments exactly.
but it's a trend. Women are proposing and getting the answer. Yeah. The problem is this. I think here's the thing. Hate me right now if you want to, but this is the definition of equality right here.
No, sir. If she was doing that to put pressure on him, that was a clear sign of insecurity in their relationship. She set herself up for public embarrassment. If she felt the need to do that, red flag. Exactly. That's how I feel. And I do feel like it definitely had to be pressure because the look on his face, like that awkward smile, and he told her to get up not one, not two, but 3 times. And told the DJ to play that music again.
I'm saying this: if the girl of my dreams asked me to marry her, I'm saying yes. I don't know. I'm saying yes. I the truth is this: I've proposed. I've been married. I would say.
Okay, yes, let me ask you a serious question, Mark. Do you have a bad taste in your mouth because of what happened to you, and now you on the bandwagon of you're not going to propose? It's her turn to propose because of what you've been through.
No, I got married. I proposed to her when my daughter was born. Before my daughter was born, I got married in 2009. So definitely not. And I've been engaged and since then. So no, I'm definitely. What I'm saying is, I'm saying.
I gotta ask the questions now.
Right. No, I'm with it. I'm just saying I think the reason why I don't think it's a man-woman thing because it's extremely vulnerable to get down and profess your love, hoping you get the answer you're gonna get. I think it's so much more than your gender or tradition. It involves love. It involves communication. It involves risk. It involves.
Let me ask you this: Do you have any sons?
No.
Okay. So, would you want you having a daughter? Would you want her proposing to her man?
If that's where I'm different at. If her hearts, if she is set on this is the person, I don't see a problem with her asking. That's the thing. I think
my daddy know he can't tell me what to do, but if I told him I was proposing to a man, he would be like, "Have you lost your mind?"
I wouldn't be that way because to me, I'm so supportive of freedom of expression that if that's what you feel like doing, I ain't finna tell. Oh no, he ain't no real man. I don't believe that. I just
okay. Hold on. Let's go to the comments because they blowing up. Hold on. Brian says, ever since Chrissy proposed to Jim Jones on Love and Hip Hop, I'm sure there's a lot of women that did it. By the way, go check out my interview with Jim Jones. Yes, I forgot. Yes. Brian had an interview with Jim Jones. Shout outs to you, Brian. You are doing a damn thing. You know, we love you around here. And we got some major things on the way. We can't talk about it now, but stay tuned. Okay? And make sure y'all go subscribe to Brian and his page. There are a lot of content creators in here. My sister is in here, Madam Oracle. She is launching her new page shortly. My Aunt Niecy was in here, and she's going to be on Uncut tonight. She's over there with my Aunt Marcella. Make sure you check everybody out and support them. We big on support over here, okay? And I did not like when Chrissy proposed to Jim Jones, and I love Chrissy and Jim Jones' relationship. My sister said, if she's the woman of your dreams, why are you not proposing to her? Before you answer that, let me keep going real quick, because it's a lot of
yeah, that's
who's boning who. Chris dropped out. He'll be back. Brian said, I agree with Mark's point about it shouldn't have to be a man or a woman thing. The problem is that it's society structured that way. That is true. And the Black community is so worried about the man being emasculated that they will make any little thing a shot at the Black man's masculinity versus accepting it as the display of genuine love.
Hold on, before you read to the next one, before you go to the next one, good point, Mark. That's me dropping the mic. That right there. That's dropping the mic, because that is what our community is so rooted in, how you look like a man. Here, I want to say this. This is my sidebar. Men were once, oh, you got to bone a lot of women. You got to do this. That was a way of looking masculinity. Men don't cry. That was a way of looking masculinity. Everything we do is about the man's masculinity. God dang, bro. Get some masculinity and let the woman propose to you. Pump the gas, let her take the trash out and do whatever you got to do. Keep your life pushing. Don't let your life and your masculinity be compromised on every little wind that blows. Back to you in the studio.
My sister says, if I'm getting on my knees asking for his hand in marriage, then he's on his knees getting pegged and eating a plastic meat. Wow. Where's my Armand Wiggins button? Wow. Okay.
Plastic meat.
Oh Lord. TLP, unfortunately, this show right here, we don't drop the link. However, our uncut side, we do open the floor for everybody, and we're going to be talking about way more deeper things than this. The link is right there, scrolling on the bottom. Tonight, we're going to have a very fun uncut, but we drop the link over there and open the floor to everybody on the uncut side.
It's time to go to the uncut. It's time to go
already.
We didn't gave the people all the free I can give them.
My cousin says, what about the dude that proposed to that girl in the car and she cussed him out? I ain't see that.
That's what I'm saying. So many dudes be getting the backlash. That is also, I'm with whoever got to put the ring on it. Whoever puts the ring on it, even if it's a nouveau ring.
Listen, I don't judge anyone. However, I'm not proposing to no man.
Right. Let's go to uncut. Let's go to uncut. Hey y'all,
a lot of the ways that men were expected to be masculine in the Black community are extremely toxic. Mark named a lot of examples of men not crying to the number of women they sleep with, etc. I saw that he proposed after 10 years and she was pissed. Well, damn, 10 years?
Yeah, she was like, why I want to marry you now?
Okay, y'all. Mark said we need to go over to uncut. We were going to talk about it more.
I need to get some yak in me and talk.
There's no filter over there. We drink, we smoke, we do what we want to do away from these YouTubery streets. And we do allow everybody to come up on the panel if you want to come and get into the conversation. We got special guests in the building, my sister, Madam Oracle, and my Aunt Niecy. And if you know them too, with this one right here on the stage, you know it's going to be a good time. So the link is right there. It's only $4. And
tell your friends. Better not bring your kids.
It's right there, cousin. And I love you too. It's right there on the bottom. It's patreon.com/ColorFullConvo.
And I think you're a boy, cousin. So I love you too, bro.
Yeah, he's a boy. He's a boy, Damon.
Right. Well, I see you see my masculinity is trying to Abide by the rules.
Okay, we on our way over there. We will see you guys over there. We love you so much. For the new subs, I thank you. I appreciate you. We love all y'all. And we will be here the same time, same place next week. We're about to head across the street to Patreon, where we're going to get down and dirty and have lots of fun. So I'll see y'all there.